Hello everybody, my name is Samson the Dachshund. Please be sure to subscribe to my dad's YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button below this video. Be sure to also go ahead and put your little paw onto that bell icon so you guys can be notified whenever my dad makes more content. Please be sure to enjoy this battle report, and me or my brother Ragnar will greet you in the next video. Have a good one, happy wargaming, bye bye. Hello everybody, Cody here of Venomous Wargaming, back to you guys another battle report. I'm here today with Ed, and Ed is on the other side of the board.
What's up?
So we're not showing on our faces on camera because we're rolling straight into this. So this is the very first 2,000 point game with the brand new Flesh Eater Courts Battletome. So I'm going to go ahead and explain the army list and stuff like that. If I miss things, just bear with me. This is a lot of new ground to cover in such a short amount of time because I just painted all of this overnight. I mean, at least the throne and the endless spells. So I do not have an abhorrent arch regent yet because I could not get my hands on him just yet. So you guys have to bear with me on that. I am proxying him as a Ghoul King on foot. But anyways, like I said, if I miss anything, I'll edit the video at a later time and I'll explain what I missed just so you guys know. Anyways, lots of new ground to cover, so here we go. So real quick, what I am running today is let's take a quick step back. First of all, for all you guys that support the channel, like Ed here, who donated to the Slaanesh Army that I just featured recently, and all you other guys that donated to the Slaanesh Army, donated to the channel in general, as well as donate via Patreon. Your guys' names are all going to pop up on the screen right now. Thank you guys so much for all the support. If anybody is watching the video right now that wants to buy merchandise like t-shirts, mugs, posters, anything like that, be sure to check the video description below for the link to Redbubble. And if you guys want to support the channel, you guys can check out how to do that in the video description below as well, Patreon being the main source of how to do that. Anyways, now moving on to the sweet and juicy stuff that everybody actually cares about. So Flesh Eater Courts. Running Gristlegore today as a Grand Court, which means I do not get normal delusions. So what my general is going to be is an abhorrent Ghoul King on Zombie Dragon right here in the middle of these three. And his command, or well, sorry, his artifact is I'm going to use one of the abhorrent heroes artifacts from the Rutan Treasury. I hope I said that right. So his artifact is going to be the Grim Garland, just like the old one. So subtract 2 from bravery of enemy, bravery characteristic of enemy units while they're within 6 inches of the bearer. So that'll be really nice for him with his 2 Terrorgeist buddies running right next to him. And that's that for him. He does have a command trait, which is a Gristlegore unique one, I do believe, and I'll look that up in a minute. But that's it for him. So no more artifacts. I'm not running a battalion. So my other hero is going to be the abhorrent Arch Regent, and he's standing on the Charnel Throne right now. I'll explain spell lore here in a minute because I still haven't chosen a spell. I'll choose it off camera. And that's that for him. Nothing really specific about him. If you guys want to know his rules, bear with me. I'll explain them as we go throughout the battle, because otherwise I'll explain the rules in extra time. So we're going to move on now to battle line. So in Gristlegore, as strange as it is, the monsters are battle line. So battle line, battle line, battle line. So Zombie Dragon, Royal Terrorgeist, and Royal Terrorgeist. That is my battle line. That is really weird to me. Still getting used to it. Feels really nice though. For my other slot, I have 6 Crypt Flayers, with just, you know, being Crypt Flayers. I wasn't really sure how to fill the points. I didn't want to exactly use every endless spell in this battle, and then just like stand there and be like, well, I can only cast 3 spells of this army, and that's if Ed doesn't kill one of my heroes. Which in that case will either drop down by 2 or drop down by 1 spell. Fitting. Very fitting. So that's that. The only endless spell that I'm taking today is the Chalice of Ushoran. So painted this up overnight as well. So bam, I'm going to summon that up hopefully throughout the battle. And that's it for Flesh Eater Courts. I know I probably missed quite a few things, but I'll edit the video and I'll explain that, or I'll explain it later in the battle. So that's it. The mission for today is Blood and Glory. So there are 4 objectives. Objective 1, 2, 3 is kind of underneath the head, and 4 is kind of underneath the head. So that's it. So basically what this mission is Blood and Glory is from the core rulebook. Basically the objectives don't matter until battle round 3. Whoever controls all 4 objectives at the end of battle round 3, or beginning, I don't know, one of the 2, we'll know when it gets to it,
probably
wins. Yeah, and that's it. So there's no real points or anything. It's kind of like a kill each other and then capture the objective sort of thing. And then maintain control. So capture and hold. So we're going to jump straight into the Nurgle half of the board and let Ed explain his Maggotkin, which I've only ever fought once before. And Ed's going to explain his Maggotkin.
Alright, so I'm running a combination of the Blightcyst Battalion and some demons to help with objectives. So I bet my standard 30 block of Plague Bearers plus the Great Unclean One, and he's my general, so he has his Wither Stave, Grandfather's Blessing, and for his spell he'll have Glorious Afflictions.
Did you make those cards yourself, by the way?
Oh, I just downloaded it from MTG database or something.
There you guys go. We're not selling them or anything. Don't ask.
And they're not copyrighted or anything.
People always ask.
And then I've got our standard Blightcyst Battalion, so 4 units of Blight Kings, supported by your Lord of the Plagues, a Harbinger of Decay, and a Lord of Blights. And that's it.
Yeah, so fairly short and simple. So like I said, guys, for rules like magic lures and stuff like that, we'll explain those spells when they become relevant. Otherwise, they're going to be sounding like a broken record throughout the battle. So, and Ed's tree is in the very middle of the battlefield.
Oh yeah, and also before I forget, I also have 1 extra artifact. He's gonna have Gear Strike, which is, you know, our usual +1/+1 to hit and wound.
Yep. Okay. So, and real quick to my list, I was gonna run Royal Menagerie, but kind of decided against it. I don't really know why. Might regret that. Who knows? Anyways, so do you want to go first?
Yes, I'll go first.
Alright, so we're going to jump straight into the game with Maggotkin on turn 1, and we'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, and into turn 1 for Maggotkin. All that happened was Ed ran a little bit, didn't cast any spells, and nothing else really happened. Nothing too important anyway. So all that happened was the Plague Bearers and the Great Unclean One shimmied over a little bit, really camping out on that objective. A unit of Blight Kings moved up here, and then 3 other units of Blight Kings moved up with their heroes kind of scattered in between. And that's going to be the end of turn 1 for Maggotkin, and we're going to go straight into turn 1 for Flesh Eater Courts. Alright everybody, into turn 2 for Flesh Eater Courts. All that happened was I had my Archregent cast his unique spell onto this Terrorgeist to give him 3 extra attacks, which was amazing. So what happened for the shooting and combat phases were the Zombie Dragon managed to shoot. He did a couple wounds to this unit of Blight Kings. He failed his charge. Same thing happened here. They could not hurt them because they're Bravery 10 with their Screaming attack. They did do a little bit of damage, and they lost 2 of their number and then took 2 wounds on one guy. This Terrorgeist here that was buffed up, whiffed pretty hard, did a little bit of damage. This Terrorgeist lost 6 wounds from those Blight Kings and then fought back and did a lot of damage and ended up dropping the Blight Kings down to 2 out of 5. And the Ghoul King on Zombie Dragon just stood there. And that's it. So really good turn 1 for Flesh Eater Courts, I think. So we're going to go straight into rolling off for Battle Round 2. Alright guys, the end of turn 2 for Maggotkin of Nurgle turn summary. So all that happened was all the Blight Kings are in combat on this turn. The fresh unit that charged in did an immense amount of damage to the unit of Crypt Flayers, wiped them out. And then this unit charged into the Zombie Dragon after throwing heads at him and dropped the Zombie Dragon down to 8 wounds. Over here, this Terrorgeist managed to kill 1 of the Blight Kings, and the last remaining one didn't manage to do anything back.
He's still alive, though.
And that's it for the turn, so it's going fairly well right now. I'm okay. I'm okay with losing Flayers, so at least I still got my big beasties alive. So that's it for turn 2 for Maggotkin, so we're going to go straight into turn 2 for Flesh Eater Courts. Alright guys, end of the second turn for Flesh Eater Courts is a turn summary. So all that happened was I used my summoning on both characters, one of which was for free thanks to the Charnel Throne. I summoned 20 ghouls and then a Vargulf Courtier with my summons. Basically what happened is in the shooting phase I did a little bit of damage with everybody and then I charged in. Zombie Dragon here died before he could fight. And I could not use a command ability because he was outside of the range of using a free command ability via the Archregent on the throne. My Zombie Dragon piled in and fought. He did a decent amount of damage, and then my Terrorgeist piled in and fought. Managed to kill the hero that was there and kill one of the Blight Kings. This Terrorgeist managed to kill a Blight King over here and free himself up from combat. And that is it for turn 2 on Flesh Eater Courts, so we're going to get ready to roll off turn 3.
I'll go first.
Okay, so keeping the natural turn order of things, and we're going to let Ed here get ready for turn 3. Alright guys, into turn 3 now for Maggotkin of Nurgle. What happened was the Blight Kings all piled in and fought against the King, ended up killing him, even though the King got to pile in and attack twice, and did probably like 4 wounds with like all those attacks and generating extra attacks. I just rolled really bad. The Terrorgeist here did quite a bit, got 1 Blight King left over there. The Plague Bearers here charged and piled in and lost 5 of their number to this Terrorgeist, and the Terrorgeist is down to 3 wounds. And that's it for turn 3 for Maggotkin, so we're going to go straight into turn 3 now for Flesh Eater Courts. Alright everybody, at the end of turn 3 for Maggotkin of Nurgle, this is your turn 4, right?
Yes, this is turn 4.
Anyways, I know what I'm doing. So turn 4 for Maggotkin of Nurgle. So I lost my Abhorrent Arch. Or wait, was that my turn 4?
Yeah, we're gonna roll off after this.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyways, so I charged an Archregent. He died. He was useless. Vargulf charged in. Did 5 or 6 damage to the Herald, the Harbinger, after piling and attacking twice. He died. Useful. And the Terrorgeist managed to kill 1 guy, and this Terrorgeist died too. So, not a very successful turn at all, and I'm really disappointed with how well I've been playing this game, so that's it. So much for a good debut of this Battletome. So we're going to go straight into rolling off next. Okay, so rolling off for turn 5 now, so you go ahead and roll first. And I'm going to go ahead and concede, because, yeah. So, real quick, everybody, I want to point out that in my list, I actually was going through the book last turn, and I was just looking at points because something felt a little weird in the back of my mind. So everybody has been complaining that horrors went up in points, even though horrors aren't any better. Y'all are actually wrong that told me that, because the horrors stayed the same at 160, and flayers went up to 170, which made my list 20 points more than what it should have been. So I shouldn't have even taken 6 flayers to begin with, because that would have put me at 1960, and I wanted an extra command point. So going back, I would have dropped the flayers, taken Royal Menagerie, and probably filled the points with something else. The flayers ultimately didn't do anything. Now, I hate fighting Maggotkin of Nurgle, honestly, because I think Blight Kings are the most overpowered battle line unit in the entire game. not really overpowered. I shouldn't use that word. I would say they are the most powerful. So
it's their first time out too.
Yeah. So with a Harbinger Decay, they're just absolutely ridiculous to remove. Now, one way I think you can just crush their heads in is by removing the Harbinger. The problem is there was no way I could have gotten to the Harbinger without having to go all the way around. By the time I would have done that, it would have been like turn 4 anyways. And I honestly rolled really bad. The whole 6s to get me bonus attacks didn't help near as much as I thought it would. And that really didn't help that I was rolling bad anyways. And this being a brand new Battletome, I did miss quite a few rules that I did go back and find, but oh well. So that's it. So overall, I'm real happy with how Gristlegore does, but against an army that just negates wounds after wounds after wounds, that really honestly was pissing me off, because big fat guys with their intestines falling out are more prone to resisting the effects of dying than, you know, already dead things. Go figure. So I absolutely despise having a 5-up save for like the whole army right there. That was really tough to chew through. So honestly, you rolled really bad in the beginning, and then for some reason it was like, I'm going to turn on the turbo on these dice real quick. So that's that. Honestly, also, my game would have gone a lot better if I wouldn't have failed that charge in the very beginning. My plan was to charge in the zombie dragon, attack, pile in and attack again with my command ability from Feeding Frenzy, slaughter that unit of Blight Kings, and then just focus with everybody from there, and then wheel around and focus down the big blob. That didn't work. That didn't work at all until recently, so that I was hoping I would heal. That was useful. And then because I forgot to summon in the beginning of the game, and then I just let it go by, I totally left off a whole bunch of stuff until later. So overall, I played really bad. But hey, it is what it is. So I really enjoyed it still, though. I'm absolutely obsessed with the new book. I haven't even read through it. I just picked it up, opened it, and started playing with it. So I was kind of winging it, because I'm desperate to get you guys a video out immediately of this. And because all the bigger YouTube channels get their stuff at least a week, 2 or 3 weeks early, unlike me at my peasant status. So I'm going to go bawl my eyes out in a corner, and we'll see you guys next time. So if you guys want Ed to come back with Maggotkin, please let Ed know in the comments, because when you guys speak nice to my opponents in the comments, they actually do want to come back. Look at Lars. And speaking of Lars,
where is Lars?
Lars might be here in a few minutes. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was really tough for me to try and, you know, chew my way through. That was really difficult. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's a pretty tough battle. But
hey,
yeah.
You end up killing a lot of Blight Kings.
Yeah, I did kill a lot of Blight Kings. Not every day you fight 20 Blight Kings. So, yeah, that's it. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And the next video is going to be Flesh Eater Courts again. And the next video after that, probably Flesh Eater Courts, because I'm going to play the crap out of these guys to get used to them. Hope you guys are ready for that. So, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.